On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop. They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Volunteers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running inside, it's Cobb. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
He'll take it himself. Across the 45. Finding some room. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Auburn doing business in the red zone. The run inside. It's Cobb. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game to really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's not a surprise on this first possession that they put the ball in the quarterback's hands and let him run it. This dude can fly. Palmer, I know it's the first possession, but sometimes it's hard to really understand how fast guys are until you see them on the field. It didn't look like they got it on that first possession.
No, David, we were talking to their defensive coaching staff this week, and they thought they had a good plan on paper to slow this guy down, but you're right. It's a different thing once you get out there on game day, and they're going to have to make some adjustments right now because you know this defense, I know it's early, but they're already reeling because of that guy's speed.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bishop. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good...
Goes high to pull it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Vols, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Got a little grass. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Brought in at the 45. And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple.
It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Whoa, 22, go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Fires and picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers!
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. This time he wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And he's still running after the move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd. Here's a little room there. Past the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Auburn. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Might be calling a hot route. And back to the air on second down. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Makes a grab and room to run. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Wide receiver going in motion. Brown wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a deep grab. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Kane. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. It's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. This time he's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Using his feet. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Auburn! He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
28, Tennessee 3.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the offense is still searching, man. Like, just that's a bomb down the field, and I love it. You got to take shots. You got to be aggressive. But so far, the defense has won the day, and they've really strangled anything they've wanted to do. And this offense is going to have to find some way to move the football, the run game, the short passing, whatever it is to get something cooking.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going deep. He's got it way down the field. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Brown will throw it. He wants to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
On third down, here's Washington. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Wiggles free. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 12 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the returner will be dragged down. So here is the Tennessee offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. They'll go back to the air on second down. Fakes to grab. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Finds his target down the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Ready, go. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And the defense drags him down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He got it beat down in bounds.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Here's a give to Washington. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Tennessee, 3.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Can they catch him? He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Motion from the back. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again, and then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Trying the run, it's Washington. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
In the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They want to throw it. Dumps it to the back. On target. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Caught. Touchdown, Volunteers!
think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Washington again. Breaks the tackle. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Makes the catch and he's free. Sweet spin. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Fights off a defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Sends it back in motion. Makes the catch. It's Washington. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Gain of 17 on the play. 1st and goal, Auburn.
The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Set. Black 18. Black 18. Move.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. This is a designed run. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Tennessee, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback, but these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Running a read option to the left. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. They're still firing away even with this lead. It's complete to the left. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings